Welcome to Fun with Annuities with your host, me, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent. Can annuities be fun? Can contractual guarantees be fun? Absolutely they can. Find out the brutal facts about annuities with no sales pitches or high-pressure nonsense. Just the brutal and factual annuity truth, which is all you need to hear. Let's have some fun with annuities, and let's have that fun start right now. Welcome to Fun with Annuities, the #1 annuity podcast in the United States, hosted by America's annuity agent, the #1 independent agent in the United States. Coincidence? I think not. We are filming today in the Will Do, Not Might Do studios on the Annuity Fun Cam. And for all of you podcasters out there driving and running on treadmills, thank you so much for joining us. We do film this on the Fun with Annuities YouTube channel. I also have a second YouTube channel called Stan the Annuity Man, where there's 300 plus, pushing 400 product type and informational short videos that are fantastic, if I don't say so myself. Today's topic, let's just jump right into it because it is timely. This is under the annuity news category. Like whatever that is. News. I mean, this is news. This is happening, and I'm getting inundated with calls about this topic. And the topic is Vanguard and Transamerica. And Vanguard got out of the annuity business a couple years ago, which kind of surprised all of us, even the people that were Vanguard customers. And Transamerica, I believe, bought most of the servicing of those Vanguard annuities. Now, disclaimer, legal disclaimer. Lawyers, listen up, because if you're getting ready to shoot me something, say, Stan, you can't say that. This is my opinion, okay? It's my opinion based upon me being in the battle every day and in the weeds every day, talking to my clients in all 50 states, because I'm America's annuity agent. So people are calling me because they're concerned. I mean, they really are. So it's my opinion. Listen. I've got nothing against Vanguard. Love Vanguard. You know, I have a Vanguard account. Hello. And then Transamerica, absolutely nothing wrong with Transamerica. Great company, great building in San Francisco, great people, and I believe there are service centers in Iowa. Great people. Now, with that being said and that disclaimer out of the way, let's talk about what's happening right now, which is a complete uphill climb. I was going to say something a little bit more brutal, but I'm trying to keep it clean here on the Fun with Annuities podcast. So a lot of people bought no-load variable annuities with Vanguard. And they had a very good no-load variable annuity. Disclaimer, once again, I don't sell variable annuities because I don't sell anything that has a potential to go down in value. I only sell fixed annuities. I don't have anything against variable annuities. My opinion, once again, is if you want market growth, then don't buy an annuity of any type. You know, put your money in mutual funds and go watch it grow. But the argument for the Vanguard variable annuity, and variable annuities when they were put on the planet in the 1950s, I believe 1955, by TIAA was the original group that introduced them, was for tax-deferred growth in a non-IRA account. So they do have their place. The only thing I say is with variable annuities, you're still limited on your mutual fund. They call them, the industry calls them separate accounts for whatever reason. But to me and you in English, they're mutual funds. But you have limited choices. Anytime that you have limited choices in a real stock market environment, then I'm like, well, then why would you limit your choices? You know, I work for Dean Witter and Payne Weber and Morgan Stanley and UBS on that side of the ledger where it's all about pure growth. So I get it. So when I became the mythical and unbelievable America's agent figure, Stan the Annuity Man, I could not believe how annuities were being sold out here because they're sold as market products. In my opinion, they're not. But let's get back to the story. It's not a story. Let's get back to the issue. Vanguard, got out of the business, made this announcement, stunned everybody, and I even got a call from one of their executives. They were stunned. I mean, I think that it just kind of took a lot of people by surprise. But so Transamerica is now the company that is servicing all of those annuities that were purchased at Vanguard. Now, I have a saying that is a little racy. So if you have children in the car, pull it over and put your hands over their ears. And here's the saying: never write a check with your mouth that your rear end can't cash. Okay? I'm not saying that Transamerica has done that, but it sure as heck looks like it. Because here's the calls that I'm getting as Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. And the call goes something like this: hey, Stan, I got this Vanguard variable annuity. It's now being serviced by Transamerica, and I've been on hold for 3 hours, or 4 hours, or 2 hours, or 1 hour. And I got a call from a gentleman the other day. First time he called me, he said, Stan, I'm concerned. I have over $1 million, and this isn't the first one I've gotten, in a Vanguard variable annuity that's now with Transamerica. And all I really want to know, Stan the Annuity Man, is do they have my $1 million? I need someone at Transamerica to tell me, yes, Mr. Jones, Mr. Chester Jones, you have, or whatever your name is, you have $1 million in this annuity. It is a mess. I'm going to tell you, I haven't seen anything like this, but I do think it addresses a bigger picture about the annuity industry and where we're at this point in time. At the time of this taping, we all know we've been through the COVID thing. We're not been through it. We're still in it a year later, and it doesn't look like it's subsiding. And it's been a weird time for annuity companies. For us, we've been fortunate because we have a direct-to-consumer model, and I only sell contractual guarantees. And I tell people all the time, don't confuse a virus with genius. It just worked out for us, which is great. And I think my brutal telling of the truth with annuities helps as well, because that message is spreading. But it's a demographic tidal wave of people retiring, or reaching the age of retirement. And you've heard me say this before, if not, lean in. Over 10,000 Americans reach the age of 65 every single day. Pause to let that one sink in. That's a lot. That's a demographic tidal wave of people that are going to be looking for guarantees or tax deferral or lifetime income or principal protection or confinement care, long-term care, or legacy type products. In other words, they're going to be looking for contractual guarantees. Oh, by the way, annuities are contractual guarantees. So the demographic tidal wave, a lot of companies want to get in front of that. So you're going to see a lot of consolidation from the masters of the universe getting in the business. And wake-up call, when they get here, they're going to find out is very, very regulated, highly regulated. I always say annuity companies and life insurance companies that issue annuities are not smarter than banks. They're just more regulated. They're more handcuffed. They can't be Johnny derivatives trader, okay? They can't do that. By law, they have to purchase specific things and have, 100% of your money. If it's a fixed annuity, 100% of your money on hand day one. I mean, there's some things that hedge fund guy and Peter private equity guy, whatever that guy's name is, they can't come out here and rip and tear. Because if they do, they're going to go to jail. Okay, we're talking about people's retirement. But we're seeing a lot of consolidation. We're seeing a lot of companies buy other companies. At the time of this taping, a very good company, Mass Mutual, bought another very good company, Great American, but none of us saw it coming. We're like, huh? Wow, how about that? But I do think there will be also companies that get out of the business, like Vanguard. Because if you think logically about Vanguard's a mutual fund and a 401k and a manage your money type place. It really isn't and never was an annuity landing spot. The reason people bought annuities from Vanguard was A, the cost, right? But B, they trusted the brand. They trusted Vanguard, and rightly so. I mean, great company. But when they got out of the business, then where did those annuity people go? And in this case, they're going to Transamerica. Now, in Transamerica's defense, I'm not sure you could ever predict the onslaught of calls and requests from the Vanguard people. And the interesting part about it is the Vanguard people are very spoiled from a customer service standpoint. Nod your head, Vanguard people. Vanguard is fantastic in the customer service area. I consider my company, the Annuity Man, fantastic, but we try to be as good as or better than Vanguard because it's all about the customer experience. So what do you do? I feel sorry for Transamerica a little bit because I'm sure they can't hire people enough and fast enough, and COVID hasn't made it any easier because they can't be a central place for people to go and get trained. I mean, it was the perfect storm of administrative hell hitting at the same time. My heart goes out to them. I'm serious because they don't want to not treat the Vanguard customers bad. They're trying, and they just miscalculated. Number one, I'm guessing, but number two, they got blindsided by COVID. They got blindsided from the fact that they can't hire or bring people in to a centralized location. I mean, think about it. And so here they are, and people are calling in and all mad. And 2 and 3 and 4 hours, literally 4 hours on hold. I don't even know what that means. But I'm getting to the point where I do, because guess what? People are saying, Stan the Annuity Man, look, can I just move that Transamerica or that variable annuity into a fixed rate annuity? Well, first of all, we have to make sure it's suitable and appropriate and that you're not leaving benefits on the table and it's in your best interest. Anytime you transfer from one annuity to another, during the application process, you have to prove contractually that it's a better deal for you to go from one to the other. But a lot of people are saying, hey, this variable annuity, let's just take it to a fixed annuity, take the volatility out, take all that out. And what's happening is I'm having to hire people to stay on hold with Transamerica, because what we're doing is we're removing you from the process. We're getting in the weeds and we're getting in the mud for you. And we do that, and that's fine. But for a lot of people that are going to be listening to this for the first time, they're throwing their hands up. What do I do? I can't get in touch with anybody. This isn't a sales pitch, but at least let me look at it and let us look at it to see if there's a suitable and appropriate solution that's a possible transfer. And then if that is a suitable and appropriate transfer that we should do based upon my and your conversation, you set an appointment at theannuityman.com, book a call, and I go through my 2 questions. What do you want the money to contractually do, and when do you want those contractual guarantees to start? And my acronym PIL, P stands for principal protection, I stands for income for life, L stands for legacy, and the other L stands for long-term care, confinement care. If you want to solve for one or more of those, then fine. And if you answer the 2 questions and we believe that you're going to be upgraded by moving the product from Transamerica, then we will do it, okay? Otherwise, we will not, okay? Because if the benefits are rich there at Transamerica, we're just going to say, hey, you got to grin and bear it and fight through it. Now, with situations like this, when situations like these occur in the annuity industry, and they're going to occur more and more, the sharks smell the blood, okay? And it won't surprise me if someone runs an ad about it, or someone says, come over here and move your thing and get a 10% bonus. Be careful. And let's go down the bonus track again. And if you know what I say about bonuses, just hold on, because you've heard it before. But for the people that haven't, upfront bonuses is what I call candy for the stupid, okay? You cannot be that gullible to think that there's a philanthropist at an annuity company giving money away and it's just this free money. It's part of the overall contractual guarantee. Nothing wrong, good or bad about it. It's just part of the overall contractual guarantee that we'll quote all carriers with and without income riders to see who provides the highest contractual guarantee. And spoiler alert, a lot of the time, the products without the bonus have the higher contractual guarantee. There's only 100 pennies in the dollar. If it sounds too good to be true, it is every single time. No exceptions with annuities. But what you're going to start seeing is transfer from your variable annuity to an index annuity and get an upfront bonus and get market upside with no downside, which is not true. It's a CD product. I'm just saying, be careful. Don't make rash decisions just because you can't get through to Transamerica at this point in time, or whoever the company is that gets swamped when they take over the portfolio of annuities that a company's no longer. Let's just say, I doubt if this will happen, but let's just say Fidelity got out of the annuity business. It's probably not going to happen, but let's just say, I didn't think Vanguard was going to get out, but and XYZ company said, okay, we're going to sign a deal and we're going to negotiate with Fidelity to handle all of the people that were annuity companies at Fidelity. I will pretty much guarantee that's going to be a shiato show, as they say, for the receiving company that has agreed to take on the administrative oversight of those policies. So it's crazy out there. What I'm trying to, and hopefully trying to convey to you is, if you're that person that has a Transamerica annuity and or a Vanguard annuity that's now Transamerica, and you need some guidance and annuity therapy, call me. Call me. I'm getting tons of these calls. This is the type of pro bono work that I do. Yes, I sell annuities. I sell more annuities than anybody on the planet. That's how I make a living. I'm the number one agent out here. But in these types of situations, I'm the expert. So when people need help, they're going to call the expert, right? And I will help you decipher what you need to do based upon the annuity that you owned through Vanguard that's now at Transamerica. And I have good contacts at Transamerica, and we're working with them, and they're trying their rear ends off. I'm telling you right now, you have to understand that they're on your side. They're doing the best they can. These are human beings, but yes, they've bitten off a little bit more than they can chew. But to their defense, it's probably because of COVID and all the stuff that has really made business very hard for a lot of business, especially this type of customer service type business. Because I'm assuming, they're not in some central location. Everyone's virtual from a customer service standpoint, which in a lot of cases is like herding cats. It's hard. It's hard to do. So, the Vanguard people, yes, this is tough because you were never told or asked hey, would you mind if we got out of the annuity business and transferred everything to another company? Good company, Transamerica, great company. They don't ask you. It is what it is. And you're going to have to get used to it in the consumer world of this type of consolidation, especially in the annuity and life insurance business, because the demographic tidal wave is just huge. Just remember that with a lot of these annuities, Vanguard sold, they have some attached benefits to them that obviously went to Transamerica. Transamerica is now holding and helping you out with. But when you go to transfer those attached benefits in a lot of cases don't transfer. The accumulation value transfers, not the attached benefit. And that's the reason I said earlier in the podcast that if you have one, then we're going to look at it and say, and determine if you can beat the contractual guarantees that are attached. If it's just a straight variable annuity with no attachments and just mutual funds, separate accounts inside of it, and you just want to get out of the market and move it to a fixed rate annuity, then that's fine. I still need to hear it from you. I still need to get a bigger picture from a suitability and appropriateness standpoint before anything happens. Yes, we represent pretty much every carrier on the planet at theannuityman.com. Yes, I am licensed in all 50 states. Yes, I sell annuities. But theannuityman.com is where annuities are bought, not sold. We do not pressure people. You make your decision on your terms and on your time frame, period. There's no urgency to buy an annuity. Annuities are contracts, so you have to understand the contract. There's no urgency to transfer an annuity from, say, a Transamerica to somewhere else. No, go slow. I know that it is frustrating. I know that you don't like being on hold. I don't like being on hold. I don't like my employees being on hold. But we'll go on hold for you if you're a client. But Transamerica is on your side. They're doing the best they can. Your money is fine. They're not going to lose your money. My mom, who lives in St. Augustine, Florida. I mean, I need to get her a tinfoil hat or something because she literally, everything's a conspiracy theory. Everybody's trying to steal from her. Everybody's got it out for her. Everybody, is trying to take. And I'm like, Mom, no. First of all, I think she's 82. So she's an octogenarian. So she's made it through life. I said, Mom, who stole money from you in your 80 years? Well, nobody, but this could be different. No, this isn't different. I'm talking to you as well. So listen up. Transamerica is going to do a good job. Transamerica is going to finally get caught up with everything, and everything will be fine. So what I'm urging you to do is don't make any rash decisions about this. And by the way, if you heard that in the background, that's not the annuity gods yelling at me. That's a huge thunderstorm as I'm taping this. How about that? It could be the annuity gods if you think about it. Stan the Annuity Man, we approve of this podcast because you are helping the public and you are America's annuity agent. I think I heard that. Or was that just thunder? Anyway, connect with me. If you have a situation, you want me to take a look at what you have, email, PDF and email your recent statement. I'll take a look at it, stan@theannuityman.com. I will not keep the information. I will not share the information. We're very confidential, but you need someone to turn to. You need someone who understands this stuff, and I certainly do. So this is a little bit shorter of a podcast than most, but I wanted to address this. I wanted to address this situation with Vanguard and Transamerica, two fine companies, two very good companies, two old school companies in the United States that we could be proud of. But one of them it's just been if you saw that movie, The Perfect Storm, where they were doing the fishing boats and storms were coming from three different angles, and the newscaster looks at the screen and goes, "Oh my gosh, it's a perfect storm. I've never seen anything like that." That's what's happening with Transamerica right now. Honestly, I feel for them. And the next time I see those guys, if we can hug people at that point in time, I'm hugging everybody. I'm just, oh, come on, man, give me a hug, because I cannot imagine the venom that they're getting right now. And if you're giving them that venom, I need you to chill out. I need you to reel that back in a little bit, because your money's safe. It's going to be okay. And let us help at theannuityman.com if you need help. So with that being said, I want you to go to my site at theannuityman.com and schedule a call with me. On the homepage, top left-hand corner, you'll see book a call. Hit that. You'll see my schedule, and I will call you on the dot, because I'm OCD like that, and we'll talk for 30 minutes, and it's not some sales call. We're going to talk about your situation and come up with a plan. Or not a plan, but you're going to get the brutal truth. If you haven't caught it yet, I'm the walking middle finger of annuity truth. I'm never going to be your friend as an agent, but I'm going to be the best agent or advisor you have ever had, because it will be so brutally factual. It will be refreshing to you. I also encourage you to sign up and get my books. I'll send them to you for free under no obligation. And also at theannuityman.com, which is really, really unique. We have, you can run quotes 24/7, 365 at your leisure, and no one's going to call you. You can do it. You can shop around, which is great. So with that, these are weekly podcasts. It's Fun with Annuities. And I forgot on a recent podcast to give our saying. It's living the reality, not the dream. And what does that mean? We're living the contractual realities, not some sales pitch dream. And Fun with Annuities means that contractual realities are fun because they're guarantees. And with that, I'll see you next time. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man, and you've been listening to Fun with Annuities. Thanks for listening to Fun with Annuities. Please hit the subscribe button and make sure to go to my site at theannuityman.com, where you can run your own SPIA, DIA, and QLAC quotes and see a live feed of the best MIGA fixed rates in the country, and even get indexed and income rider quotes as well. You can also sign up for my 6 Annuity Owner's Manual books, and I'll ship them for free and under no obligation. I also encourage you to schedule a one-on-one call with me, Stan the Annuity Man, so we can have a full discussion of your specific situation. It will be the best brutally factual and truthful advice you will ever get, and that's one guarantee you should definitely take advantage of. So join me next time for the #1 annuity podcast on the planet, Fun with Annuities.